So what we're looking at now is we're going to look at Hydra slide. And what we're going to look at is a private issue versus a public issue of shares. All right. So first we'll do a private issue. Now private issues of shares is the company owner gets together with a potential investor and says, would you like to invest in my business? And they exchange shares for cash. So what we're going to do here is we're going to exchange $1,000 worth of shares for cash, and the journal entry to recognise that is rather simple. Cash at bank, 1,000, and share capital, yeah. Look, that's a H. For 1,000. All right. Now, when we do a public issue of shares, it's a little bit different. Now, public issue of shares usually on a bigger, grander scale as well. And what we do is we do it in a number of stages. What we ask you to do is we ask you to apply for shares, and we're going to ask for 50 cents upon application. So when you look at the business and you think, okay, I want to buy some shares, send in 50 cents for every share that you wish you want to buy. And then when we allocate the shares, or allot the shares, to use the terminology, we're going to call in another 20 cents. So once we allocate that to you, or allot, we're going to say that you now owe us another 20 cents to show your commitment to buying these shares. And then later on we ask for the final part of the call, which is the last 30 cents. Well, what we'll do is we'll do the first few entries. Now, because we ask for money, and it's not ours until the application closes, we have to put that into what's called a cash trust. So we've called in some money, and we're calling in 50 cents a share on 10,000 ordinary shares. Okay? So we put that money into trust, and that's $5,000.
Is that like a deposit or something? Or
yeah. So at any point before the 30th of September, the applicant can withdraw their application. We have to give that money back. So it's not the business's money until actually the 30th of September, really the 1st of October.
It's like a deadline, basically.
Yeah. And we have this thing called an application, which is a liability. We owe these people shares if they go through with their application. So this is a liability. The next thing is on the 1st of October, we now want to create some share capital. So what we're doing is we're reversing this item here. We reverse this item here. Now we're reducing our liability and creating some share capital. So first of all, I'll reduce the liability. CATION of 5,000, and I'm going to create the first of my share capital. Which is $5,000. Now also on that day, we got to say, okay, now we're going to allot, for every applicant who's been successful, we're going to now allot them another 20 cents per share. So we're going to create another 20 cents worth of share capital, or 20% of share capital, because it's all dollars. And what I want to do, hang on. Oh, okay, first, sorry, let me go back a step. I want to transfer this money out of trust into my cash at bank first. So I'm going to now go cash at bank, and I'm going to put the money into the business bank account, and now I'm going to go and take it out of my cash trust. So it's no longer on trust, it's now in the business bank account. And now I'm going to allocate the extra 20 cents. So what we do is we create an allotment, which is a receivable. I'll just put that in brackets. So it's a receivable, and it's for 20 cents per share, which gives me, you can't see that, 20 cents per share, which gives me 2,000. And I'm going to create more share capital, which is now I've got a share that will be paid up to 70 cents. And that's the amounts owing on allotment. Now we give them a few days to pay that, so we'll give them a month. So once the application closes, we'll give them a month to pay that, and at the end of that month, we should receive some cash, which is that 2,000, and I can reduce my receivable now, which I called allotment. Yep, I know. I just realised that myself. I get excited, and I just go to make all these mistakes. All right, so that's my creation of a private issue and creation of a public issue.